Hey, hope you guys have been doing good. I don't know if anyone's here yet. Let me just check real quick. But yeah, I'm back. It took a little while. I do apologize. I know I mentioned a few times before, but even then, I do apologize that I had to step out on the weekend on the Minecraft day. But yeah, I was at two different events, running around both in the same day. Which initially I thought it was gonna be a lot more chill. I thought both events were actually held pretty close to each other, but I kind of realized after arriving at the first venue that I kind of made a miscalculation, like a very massive one. And the two locations were about 40 minutes away by train, so yeah, it took a little going between the two. So yeah, I spent quite a lot of time traveling between the two event locations. But both were pretty interesting. I mean, the Blue Archive one is it's Blue Archive. We really kind of know what to expect. But the other one was a very small, I mean, even smaller event where it's it was an event celebrating uniforms, just uniforms in general, especially in an animated form. The concept, I'm not misrepresenting it, I hope, but that seems to have been the concept of the event, and it sounded so bizarre, and it had been held multiple times in the past, so I decided that I would go and take a look at what it was. And it turns out it was actually really small in comparison. The Blue Archive one probably had maybe 200 plus indie groups there, for example, circles. But this one only had 15 max? It was very small. And it was also interesting to see that half the people there were actually from I think that's it. Right? Did I turn on the wrong server? Surely not. Right. Hey. Hey, Infodave, how you doing? Sounds like some fetish thing. It sounded like it, which surprised me even more when I realized that half the people there were female, relatively young females, as in the people creating content, and there was no NSFW content at all. That was actually surprising. I did find a bunch of books that looked like they would be very useful for an artist trying to figure out how to best draw Japanese school uniforms though. Some of it was really actually quite useful as a reference point. What else? There was an event I just went to today aside from the Blue Archive one, which was an event celebrating uniforms in general, especially uniforms in anime. And I don't just mean school uniforms, I mean just uniforms in general. So you had everything from the firefighter, the policeman's uniform, right down to school uniforms. Everything down the line was just people creating content about it. It was a strange event. I'm glad I went down because of how interesting it was animated. Yeah, there were made uniforms as well. So, since it's Japan, I guess it's not surprising that school uniforms were the most popular thing there. But there were only 15 circles, so there wasn't really all too much content overall. But yeah, there were made uniform stuff as well. In terms of uniforms, I don't think there was anything all too crazy there though. I think the most the closest thing you could say would come to being weird was the train conductor uniform. People creating content on that. But I guess in Japan, their train conductors do have pretty snazzy looking uniforms, so it's not too insane either, I would like to believe. Though when it comes to train conductors, I don't mean it's mostly the male train conductor uniform, not the female one. There it was. Oh, you know what's the weirdest thing I did by the Blue Archive event though? You want to see the most illegal thing in my collection. Wait, what was the meme? You want to see the most illegal thing in my collection? It's just a box of Darjeeling tea. Literally just a box of Darjeeling tea. Yeah, they had like there was a cafe that set up during the event itself that was selling like there was a cafe set up during the event that was just like selling refreshments, and they were memeing the whole like tea party thing as well. And like I actually ran out of tea at home, so I was like, you know what, I kind of really do need tea, but I'm very lazy to take the 5 minutes to walk down to the supermarket, which is like 5 minutes walking distance from my house. So instead of just like walking 5 minutes down from my house to the supermarket, I instead bought it at the Blue Archive event. Any Noah much? There was quite a bit. I did see quite a bit of Noah much as well, mostly like acrylic figures. I feel like not as much as before, but then again that like it felt like each car took up quite a bit of the airspace as well. So I mean, it was $50. I mean, it's like a 50 pack for like 800 yen. That's like $10. It's probably not the most expensive pack of tea, I would think, considering it looks imported. I'll take that then. Yeah, like 5 minutes of going out into the open. Like I would rather just stay like at home or something. That light reflection is quite rough, huh? Oh yeah, this was the cafe. That was at the event. The San Aka Cafe. I bought a bunch of stuff at the uniform event as well, but that one was a little more. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think I have anything NSFW here at all, to be honest. Like everything is actually like all ages. Then grab it combos. The what? This was kind of interesting though. Like it's a book at the other uniform event of like defunct Japanese school uniforms. Like that was kind of cool. I'll go put this one in my bag. Like there's a lot of stuff like that where people are just like researching uniforms and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting. I'm interested in those. Yeah, it's like genuinely interesting stuff there for that one. I was quite surprised. I bought a party game. Issue is I have no friends to play this with. It's a party game for 2 to 6 people, where you basically play as them and you fight for Sensei's attention. Like that's the whole game. Like so, it's like a 2 to 6 character party game about fighting for his attention. But yeah, the uniform one was interesting. Like there was genuinely like it was not as much of a fetish thing as I thought initially before I went there that it would be. I initially went there thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna see a bunch of degenerates looking at like middle school kid uniforms everywhere. Then I went there and I was like, oh wait, no, it's like half the people there are genuinely just like very interested in like uniforms generally. And like documenting like uniforms that have gone defunct and stuff like that. As well as like how to tell the difference between the uniforms between different schools based off like things as simple as like this one has like the ribbon knotted a different way and stuff like that. It was kind of cool. No, I also did buy this. Is it even visible? I can't open OBS. Oh, it's not very visible, huh? Maybe I need to hold it like this instead. God damn it. Why is this so difficult? Like, the interesting thing is that all three of these are not acrylic. They're actually made out of, like, rubber instead. So, durability-wise, not too bad. On top of that, the thing at the front is, I think, if I'm not wrong, this is actually an acrylic embedded in the rubber, and the image is in the middle, so it's a lot harder to get it damaged. Which is cool. I just got home, I want to pass out. Wait, you just got home as well? Well, hopefully it wasn't too rough though, wherever you went. Or too busy, hopefully. It was not too busy. Don't tell me they were getting you to, like, Uber for them again. If they did, that sounds like it'll be pretty rough, but hopefully not. Lit Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft. Yeah, I was at a bunch of events today, so, like, that took up most of the day. Like, I really did misjudge, like, how far apart the events were. Because I like, one of them took place in Yokohama, the other took place in Hamacho. Which, like, when you listen to the name, it sounds different enough that it sounds like, how the fuck did this idiot mix them up? Well, you're kind of right. I am an idiot for mixing them up in the first place, since, like, Hamacho was like 7 minutes from my place by train, and Yokohama is 50 minutes. So, like, there's a very big difference between the two. The thing is that when it's in the kanji form, it's only 2 characters, and the Hama character is the same for both. So, like, I knew where the Blue Archive one was already. Then I looked at the uniform event, and I was like, my brain saw the Hama and the name, and I'm like, okay, same location for sure. Just immediately blanked it out, and I didn't bother to look. And then, like, I kind of realized after getting there that oh fuck, the events are 40 minutes apart, so I had to, like, rush between the two. And this red droppings in my bed. Oh god, no. How? It actually sounds horrible. I don't know why I'm doing. Is that a creeper? Oh, that's not a creeper. For a second, I thought that zombie was a creeper. Right. Is that... At the point that your house is in, it sounds like there's not gonna be a good way to, like, deal with the rats anymore, is there? Time to change sheets. Oh no. Take care! Go, change the sheets. Does this thing have a bread? This is poison. Yeah, but, like, poison... Does it work? I hope it does. Kill like 10 last month. 10 is a very big number. But at the same time, with how fast rats can breed, I don't know if 10 is actually gonna, like, fuck them up real bad or not. Oh, hey, Roll. How you doing? For this month. I mean, that sounds like either you're doing a good job, or they have been, like, getting smarter and adapting to the poison. I mean, at least they don't reproduce as fast as ants. I remember my previous place had, like, a very bad ant problem, and it's like, with ants, it's like, even if you set up poison, there's no way to get rid of them fast enough to ever be rid of ants. Just need to find the rats and leave some human droppings in there. You just go take a shit and they are, like, home instead. You go find the nest and just, like, take a shit in there. We're coming from the sewer, to be honest, canal. Well, I mean, if that's the case, it's a little difficult since they're probably already living in human shit, but... Huh. Wait, but how high up is your home, though? Like, I don't think they should be able to, like, crawl. Actually, I don't know how common that is the only thing. Why is there an empty room up here? Like, this is really cool and all, but why is this room here? Huh. Like, I would have thought that, like, if the home is on a high enough level, from empty room. It's a very cool empty room. For a little, I thought it was gonna, like, devolve into some horror thing. Wasn't there, so 10 out of 10. Hi? Oh, wait, no, you live on the first floor or something, right? Like, it's a 1 or 2 floor house sort of thing. I don't know what we need to do now. Like, I did get most of the diamond we had found that time. Dug out, so we have a fair amount of diamond. Ew, cobble. Ew. Maybe we have 44 diamond for anyone who wants diamond armor. 2-floor house, but they can easily get the second floor. Yeah, second floor is easy. Like, for the longest of times, I've only lived in apartments, so like, it feels like it's less of an issue because of that. So it didn't occur to me that, yeah, we were considering that it's a 2-story house, it would be way easier for them to get in. Yeah, that's the one issue. That's like one of the big issues with living in a private, like, housing location, huh? That, like, dealing with pests is a lot worse. Because, like, for all of my time, I've been living in, like, higher rise buildings. Cause, like, I still remember the teachings of my parents back in the day, where they mentioned that, like, if you want to live in a house that has, like, reduced pest issues, you get an apartment that's like 4 floors or higher up. Cause, like, if it's 4 floors or higher, the chance is a lot lower. Which is how I ended up with the place I'm living in now. Few old house too, so ceilings are hollow. Oh, it's the one with all the rafters, huh? Yeah, 3 is decent, but 4 is safer. Like, anything 4 and above typically is like, you will get very few pests. Unless the building itself has a pest problem. Like, the only pest I remember having an issue with in the last house was just ants. Then in the current place, there isn't even, like, really a pest issue at all. Like, roaches, if you manage to find the nest and you get rid of the nest, you typically won't have another roach problem, but yeah, ants, I hate ants. Ants are, like, the most problematic pest to deal with, I feel like. In an apartment, at least. In a low-rise housing, I feel like it's the least of your concerns, but yeah, for this kind, it's not good. Keyword if. Yeah, but at least with roaches, it's a little easier to find because they are a lot smaller and they tend to not live in cracks in your wall unless you have very massive cracks. So, like, with roaches, I'm terrified of dealing with them, but at least they're easier to spot, is the thing. Roaches just need slippers. No, 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 no. They need slippers if you have already, like, if you only have one to deal with, but when, like, it's an entire, like, fucking nest of them, it's like, oi, 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 no, no, no. It's fucking terrifying to hit them with slippers. You just find, like, imagine, like, you just open your drawer and you find a jar with, like, fucking, an open jar with, like, 20 roaches in them. It's like, no, no, no. No, no, no. Not dealing with that shit. But the only one benefit is that because of their size, they don't, like, they can't hide in, like, very tiny holes. Like, rats can, I mean, ants can, which is something I really despise. Like, the last place I lived in, literally, it was just, like, a very small, like, hole in the wall that I can barely fit a toothpick into. And that was enough for the ants to crawl in up 4 floors. I hated it so much. I couldn't do anything about it either, without, like, tearing down the wall. So, like, like made of forces that creates microscopic cuts and that try to that it's made of force that dry them to death when they walk over it. Dry them to death? Oh, because it gets the moisture off of their exoskeleton, right? Keep the moisture in. Oh, moisture, of course, that too. Yeah, that does sound quite brutal. I do kind of want to go back into that cave, but I feel like if I'm gonna go to the cave, I am gonna want diamond armor. Yeah. And also to probably not go in alone. Well, it's a super easy to use and non-toxic to pets and humans. I might keep that in mind if I ever get another end problem. Thankfully, this current place doesn't have it yet. I mean, I hope it never happens, but you never know. The building is relatively old at this point. Like, I think it was built in 93. Although they recently renovated it like a few months ago, so hopefully that means less of a end problem. Since this chalk, it won't work on carpet, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have carpets. What, do you think I'm rich enough to have a carpet at home? Or rather, do you think I have enough finesse to deal with having a carpet at home? Like, with how careless I get sometimes, it's like if I had a carpet, oh, the amount of stains in it by now. Like, I'll sit in my chair, I'll pour myself a drink and like I'll drink like Coke or something, and for some reason I'll put the cup to my mouth and the drink will just spill out my mouth like my brain just like stopped or something, and then I just realized there's like Coke on the floor. Like, I'm not sure how obvious it is when you like look at my room and you look at my chair, but the chair behind me actually has a car seat on it. I mean, it has the car seat because the chair is old and the leather is tearing, but on top of that, there's also the fact that like it makes it easier to clean up if like anything bad happens. I can't get on my car because it's late and it's chilling. Yeah, no worries. If anything, apologies on it being so late. As is, I already left the event early to make it back in time for this. Like, I only stayed for half the after party since I couldn't get a shikishi this time. And I didn't know if I wanted to stay to play rock, paper, scissors, since we could be just like mining rocks instead. Hit Minecraft enchanting. I mean, it could be worse. You could be doing like Maple Story enchanting. Also explore nether and more nether and then find a fortress. Wait, how many portals have you already made? Well, oh no. Well, what? This will only have like one. We still have a chance then. Nesting on my closet. Oh god. Oh, at least you found the nest, but I need to clean that shit. I mean, at least you found it, but oh god. This sounds horrible. It will not be much of a consolation, but Here you go. Here's a Yuzu free pass for you to redeem. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I need to set the sleeping thing, right? Also this. Okay. Settings. So I have to learn speedrun strats and use F3 to triangulate entity count. What would they do? F3 to triangulate entity count? Okay, no. Can I already do game mode? No, I can do game mode settings. Game rule. What was it again? Game rule what? Sleep? Because we didn't have diamonds for a long time. At least now we do have it. Like diamonds and all. Player sleep percentage, right. Thank you. Yeah, at least now we do have a bunch of diamonds from the GP11 node. Like, someone to take one, then take a peek. Is it time to learn it? So that you can play all the visual novels without waiting like 50 years for a fan translation. You may as well do it. I'm telling you, man. You're gonna have to at the rate that translations take for fan translations, it's like you would have a better chance waiting for the heat death of the universe than waiting for some of those like visual novels to get a translation. Ooh, that's not nice. On a Japan JP10 notes too. Wait, what's the difference between 11 and 10? And don't tell me it's just the number going up. Is it just me, or is like this cobalt deep slate more resistant to creepers blowing up as well? Basic grammar and stuff. Oh, so it's the most important one then. Basic grammar, the most important one, but the one that's like the least appreciated. Like personally, I actually wish I had gone through a class for that one, cause like it's probably the one thing that's hardest to pick up on your own. I, 11, I have no idea, but all the notes are written in hiragana and katakana. Ah, yeah. I guess that is to be expected. Like, it has to be written in hiragana or katakana, or it will probably make less sense when it comes to like grammar, especially. On Speedrun trick uses spawners which in Aeternos it doesn't spawn them. Uses spawners that Aeternos doesn't spawn. Wait, Aeternos doesn't spawn spawners? Or is it a specific type of spawner? But yes, all the more reason to speed up your katakana learnings so that you can put all of this to use. Gene and Blaze mod. Yeah, but the previous time it worked. I'm not sure if that wall specifically had an issue. Because I'm pretty sure there were other walls where it worked just fine, but for that specific one, it just didn't. So I'm not sure if it will be completely unable to work. That's all. I feel like I've been in this one before. No, if there's a door there, I definitely okay, yeah. Yeah. No, bye-bye. So yeah, that's the only thing now. Whether or not like we can, there even is a spawner there, I guess. Like it's hard to say how much of it was a one-off thing and how much is like gonna be a permanent issue. That we're gonna have to deal with every time. Oh. Oh no. It sounds like things aren't going well at all, huh? F3 plus G? Right now base. Yes. Did you find it instantly? It's literally like... Why do I have a second was literally like 10 seconds. Oh god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, I guess you have a shortcut now to wherever that other place is. Rest in peace. Literally just rest in peace there. Ah, that just sucks, my dude. Wait, I need to put this book away. Oh. No. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, that really just sounds like the second portal was just completely... Oh, that sucks. 15 nether block highway? 15 block nether highway. I mean, it really is at that point, huh? You're just using the nether to warp around at that point. Like, you can just like wall it up and use both as a highway so that if there's anything else at the other area, we can get it as well. Oh yeah, was there anything at the other area? Might be worth just like digging around just to see if we find like diamonds there or something. Specific same place. No. I mean like the other side in this wall, not in the nether. Like if the other side of this wall segment had like a cave or something. Yeah, I know, but like on the surface, it's on the surface. Ah, I see. Man. Just sitting down here digging as not the most gripping gameplay, I feel like, but wait, let me see how long this video is gonna be.
How to find a fortress in Minecraft. In the Nether, you want to do Shift F3. A pie chart should appear in the bottom right hand of the screen. Click the number next to the following text: tick, level, block, entities. Lower your render distance to 2. If your chart already has the mob spawner on it or the blue, to refresh the pie chart, all you need to do is leave the world and rejoin it. Now hit F3 plus G to turn on chunk boundaries and slowly begin raising your render distance by 1 at a time until you get a spawner. Lower your render distance by 1 and leave the game and rejoin it again. Next, you want to check the chunks in each direction: north, south, east, and west. And whatever one a mob spawner pops up on, that's the direction you should head. And there should be a fortress or a treasure bastion, but just break the slime spawner inside and repeat. But this is how to find a fortress.
Oh. Wait, render distance? How far is 32 chunks even? Like, that's cool and all, but like, huh. Let me go see the spot. I guess we can try that. Yeah, like the server distance, the render distance is only 32 blocks. Or chunks, rather. So I'm not sure if it would actually work. Since like, we technically have a set, would it work? I wonder. If a wither skeleton shows up blaze, it will help. That's true. Nagi on New Year Gaki to use 30-40. You might survive PvT if I E40 Iroha. I mean, Iroha is usable outside of PvP as well, so you could consider upping her. If you want something for Greg, go for Nagi. I don't know if there's any pressing need for Mutsuki right now. Also, it's less than 32 chunks in it. It's 32, yeah, the max is 32, which isn't very fast, the issue. Which, or rather, that's the big issue. It's limited to up to 32. So finding it on the server using that trick really depends on how far 32 chunks even is. You are aware chunk is 16 blocks. No, I'm not. Oh yeah, it's not that far, huh? Yeah, it really isn't that far. Like, if it did exist, you'll probably see it just standing at a high place. Shirokuro, probably. Shirokuro. Iroha helps. You won't use Nagi nor Mutsuki on Shirokuro. If anything, if you're not able to one punch, you may as well like go level memory or something. If you don't have like a backline. What's the backline equivalent? Kotori? There was someone you could use in the backline as well who could also block like obstacles. Which, if you don't have confidence that you can one punch it, you may as well go for one or the other. There should be another, right? Shizuko. Oh yeah, normal Shizuko. Yes, yes. Yeah, you could always go for normal Shizuko as well. Like, that's always an alternative. Or stones wood. What's Iroha used again? Where is Iroha used again? Gauss? I mean, you can technically use her decently in most of the bosses for a second party anyways. You could use her in Gauss, you could use her in... There's an AoE boss as well, right? Peroro to some extent. You could use her in... I mean, you wouldn't really want to use her in Shirokuro, but you could. If you need, like, desperately a second party to have someone. She's useful for some of the joint fire drills. Like, there's a bunch of places you could use her. Do I have water? Wait, no, I passed some of my bucket, didn't I? But yeah, Iroha is usable in a bunch of places. So on top of your PvP, you can still use her in a bunch of places as well. Best in slot. Yeah, I mean, she is. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he wants to invest in someone, Iroha is a pretty good investment since she works in quite a bunch of places. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 2 days. You mean redeeming? Or because you're highly confident you're totally gonna roll her? I'm gonna explore a cave and I'm gonna bring just the chest with me. Just in case. Soul Speed 3. What the fuck is Soul Speed? Unconcealed hut event. The what now? You didn't see that. I didn't do anything wrong. No. The match to upgrade Nen. Nen or Nen Summer. Arguably both Nen are pretty good Nen, but you would tend to use one Nen more than the other Nen. Though I guess for Shirokuro both Nens work. Someone's limited sadly. Oh yeah, but you probably didn't get her that time, huh? Imagine I'm someone Nin. Yeah, imagine. Can't be me. Couldn't be me. Too much of a Nin sim to not have Nin. Soul Sense slows you down. Soul Speed on boots speeds you up instead, but use durability. Wait, it uses durability to speed. Oh. I mean, speeding up sounds nice and all, but like consuming durability to speed up sounds a bit yeah, I don't know about that one. Where the fuck are my signs? I know I put up some signs towards the mine, but I forgot. Wait, why didn't I pass by the signs? Where is it? Fuck. Okay, this is the entrance. Where did I put the signs? Did I not put a sign at the entrance itself? Big cave mine exit. Okay. Big cave. Big cave. Oh! For fuck's sake, man. Who left that hole there? There, miss. Hey, lava looters, how you doing? In game wise, not too much. We only just started like 50 minutes ago, so we not too much has happened yet. I just got back from the Blue Archive event, the Doujin event. So if you meant IRL, that's about all you missed. In game wise, not too much, I guess. You missed him die. Hey, no, that hasn't happened yet. That's illegal. That's clearly fake news. Bruh, that fucking bat just killed itself. That said, if I do kill myself, it would probably be now, so... you might just be in time for that. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna show the loot you got one day. I did show it just a little bit before this. That was what I did for the little bit at the start of the stream. Some of it is not as interesting, but let me just show it again real quick since may as well. Yeah, this should be safe enough, right? Alright. But yeah, just to recap what I kind of have here real quick as well. Aside from the uniform fetish stuff I got at the other place, there's a circle that gives this out with if you buy their stuff every single time. So like they kind of keep track of the number of times they have appeared at events with the number at the bottom, which is kind of funny. Which is just always there. So when are you learning how to build an iron farm? I mean, we couldn't do it this time. There's this funny thin book here, which is family friendly. Which like every single page is just like a YouTube video thumbnail or like screen cap instead. Oh, it's kind of funny. Maybe that's a little small. Maybe I could just... it's faster than farming iron normally. We should do it at some point. Right now, I'm just like looking for diamonds more so than iron. Like if there's a way to farm iron, this is safe, right? This book is... it doesn't say R18 anywhere, so it should be safe. Got a box of tea. You know, Darjeeling tea, very important. I ran out of tea a few weeks ago, so I used the opportunity to buy tea. I bought another party game, which I can't play because I need friends to do that. You know what we could do? I could like maybe like create multiple Twitch accounts and I just set them up such that I can't see what the other hands have. And then I'll just like video those. Then you guys can pick what cards to play. Although the whole game is in Japanese, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Like if the cards were in English, it could probably be done. That might be kind of funny, but yeah. Right? Music CD. Just coded problem solve. I would need to like... yeah, but then I would have to... we could actually, you know, that you mention it. Yuri compilation book. Both family friendly. I don't have any I didn't buy any like adult NSFW stuff. How about I translate it and you code it? Though I will need to figure out the rules of the game first. Then that way you can have your fun coding something. Buy the new art book. Which new art book? There's so many. Oh, you meant the official one. Probably, huh? Haruka. Very popish art style. I don't know why I have this. I don't even know what this is from. True tabletop sim. Oh yeah, we could make the game in tabletop sim instead, huh? Then that way we don't even need to code the mechanics. We just need to like code it. We just need to put the PNG of the card in the game, and people can figure out how to play it themselves. Sugar apple fairy tale. What the fuck is? I mean, it does say that on a thing. Yeah, it actually says it in English here. I just didn't see it. Sugar apple fairy tale. I don't know what it is though. I don't know what it is, but it does say it in English. Yes. And the 3 rubber keychains. Like I like how like poppish the art looks, but on top of that, the fact that this is rubber instead of an acrylic was what drew me to buy it. Because like, I rather not have acrylic keychains nowadays. Like my big issue with acrylic like this is the fact that like with acrylic they always put the thing at the back here, which means that like if on the off chance that this gets scratched, it's fucked. And I hate that so much. Which is why this with the thing in the middle embedded in, can't really see it. It's an issue. You want the Nagi one? You like the Nagi one? I could send it to you. I could always go and buy a new set eventually if they ever resell it. So if you want the Nagi one, I could send it to you. What else is there? Oh, I do have a tapestry, but the tapestry I'll probably like. It's a pain to open and keep again. Do I do it? I'll probably use it in a video eventually, but like it's just that it's a pain to open and then keep. Sounds like a logistical nightmare. I mean, I literally put this in an envelope and mail it to the address, and then you just hope your post office doesn't steal it. Like the only nightmare in the logistical process is whether or not the postman is gonna steal it. Like you have to understand that that thing is made of rubber. I don't have a sample of the envelope I typically use, but the envelope I use typically has like. Did I run out? I know I was running out of the envelopes because I didn't have a lot. And like recently with all the stuff I sent out, I actually managed to use most of it. Like I want to show a sample of the envelope because the envelope itself is pretty nice. Like it has, like I mean, like the rest of them who have received the stuff before can probably attest to it. But like, if it's the small envelope, it's the one with like bubble wrap built into it, so it's very safe. So with that plus the fact that this thing is made of rubber, it means that it probably wouldn't get damaged very easily. Don't worry about it, my brother's monitor is still missing. Yeah, but this is like, who is gonna steal this? Like if this is the only thing in the envelope, I would question who would actually steal it. You would need like some kind of rabid Blue Archive fan working in the post office who somehow can tell what this is and send and like steal it. Like surely that wouldn't happen, right? Surely? What the fuck's wrong with my chair? What the fuck? What's wrong with this chair? Okay, so okay, so I think there's a screw in this chair that actually fell out, so like now it's actually unstable because like the screw is missing, so it's like it's just flapping instead. Which not the best. I really should get this chair changed eventually. It's actually gonna be danger otherwise. I'd be a true Nagisa sensei in this game. Yeah, they're such a stalker. They actually heard her name and checked into this stream just so that they could like plan the heist the moment the envelope arrives in the Philippines or wherever. They intercept it the moment it hits the country. Or maybe they intercept it in Japan. Before it even leaves Tokyo, they just like intercept it. Yeah, I don't have a sample of the envelope, which is quite unfortunate. I really do want to show the envelope, if anything. Though, yeah, I didn't manage to win anything this time at the event, so that's about all. But if you want to see what the tapestry looks like, it's the full size of this art from this album. Because I did like this album quite a lot, so I bought the second album, which is the one you saw just now, along with the tapestry for the first album, since they were selling it this time. Yeah, I had one of those sort of keychains got scratched, and also stand the same thing, one scratch on the base and splat. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Which is why I kind of do like the one that I got my keys way back in the day. Like, it's very unfortunate that they don't do them like this anymore, because I really do like this style of doing like keychains, where it's like, you can see it, right? It's in the middle. It's two-sided and the paper is in the middle. So like, it's very hard to damage this in a way that would actually suck, because like, you would need to somehow shatter the entire thick piece of acrylic in order to do that. So I have been using this for years, and it's the only acrylic I ever use, because like, it's actually safe enough to use. And it's sad that most places don't actually do that. Imagine, just easy, this nether, I can't remember, I think, oh, it's lava lake. Oh no. Is there really no way out of that nether? It actually sounds depressing. But yeah, tabletop sim might actually be the best way to do it. We could consider it. I just need to open it and translate everything. But yeah, maybe one day I'll go back and get the second album as well. I mean the tapestry for it, like this one. Like, either way, eventually, if I continue making videos and I don't like kill myself in the process, it will appear in the back there somewhere in one of the videos, so you get to see that. Oh, time to level Iroha and hope. Uncapped. It'll be fine. With the power of Iroha, anything is possible. The only thing you need is faith. Faith in Iroha and her Irokamis. That all will be well. Block minus 24. This is negative 24, huh? So the odds of finding diamonds up here is a decent bit lower, I would imagine. Looks like I should be aiming for before locking him in. Oh. Maybe so we don't die. Got a Fortune 3 pick. Yeah, I have the Fortune 3 pick with me over here. Oh, fuck. Oh! Okay, run. I don't like this. No one bigger than this, a tier 1. Doesn't sound like a tier 1 at least. Okay. That's horrible. Okay. It's all random. Oh yeah, next version it's like biome specific, right? That's when the hell begins in full force. Is there diamonds down here? 36 look one shot. 36. Oh no. I mean, like 36 doesn't sound too far, but it just makes it sound even worse because of that. I mean, with 36, technically, you could get like 25 from the... If you're max level thing, if you have already reached max. There's that thing. Time to do 10 roll in Niroha banner and get hot. Yeah, clearly it's gonna happen, right? If you have... See, that's the right attitude to have. If you have faith, miracles will come true, I'm sure of it. Oh, enchantments are possible. Oh. Do we still need gold, by the way? Like, for the, Piglin trade-in? What was it? It's a bit to reach cap. Or at least it's not too far anymore. That sounds like a doable goal. Could still use some gold. Alright, I'll grab the gold as well then. Oh yeah, fortune. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't have to save the fortune, huh? I was thinking like, yeah, don't really... God damn it. I mean, there's still more gold. I'll use the fortune next time. Though yeah, next week. Actually, no, not next week. One of the future weeks, I'll probably be going to an event in Nagoya as well. Like on a day trip. It's definitely not gonna be worth my money to do it, but it'll be funny, bro, trust me. Like, monetarily going down to Nagoya just for the trip is gonna be painful, cause like... Yeah, I would have to like take the bullet train. Imagine having energy for trips. I don't. I sleep during the train rides. That's how I get through it. Copy each other's. Trying to copy each other challenge impossible. No, you know why mobile game ads are all the same? It's because they're all made by the same company. Most of the time, these companies aren't making their own ads. Most of it is actually being outsourced to one specific company that makes all of the ads, which is why all ads look like trash. Because everyone goes to the same company that makes the trash ads. Imagine having trains. Ah, yeah, that's a very Japanese thing, the trains, yeah. See, at least that one I have no rebuttal to that one. This is Japan. All we have is trains. Oh, well, and bicycles as well, but like, bicycles are really reserved for poor people like me. Okay, not that way. There's a lot of iron down here, huh? No diamond, no more gold, but a shit ton of iron. Yeah, do I do 10 roll enchantment banner or 20? Wait, aren't you doing the Iroha banner as well? Or rather, are you doing the Iroha banner as well? Or is it at a different time? Oh, that does make sense. Yeah, a lot, like, this is something I realized cause, like, I was trying to figure out more about the Hero Wars ads. So, like, I was doing a bunch of research, and then I realized that like there was this like actual like unironic hero ads gamer, like this guy who just like hardcore all goes all in on Hero Wars, and he was like explaining a lot of the ads as like a fan of the game why he finds the ads to be very weird. And then like he traced it apparently to like a very specific single company that does all of their ads. And it's like it's very likely that a lot of the other games also use the same ad company. It doesn't make sense to roll for her. Oh, you already have her. Oh yeah, no, sorry, it was you had her, right. Uh Cherino, I mean, if you're in it for the gamble, you may as well. Cherino is pretty good after all. Like even till now, I don't think there's really exactly a character who can like replicate her skill set. So yeah, I'll go for it. You will need her for a bunch of like higher. If you really want to rank highly in some of the other future like triple total assault thing, she's gonna be quite important. It's a lot of iron. That might be a switch feeling like. It's a lot of iron. Yeah, I think I found like 64 iron at this point. I don't know if I should like dig into the rock to search for more, cause like I've already gotten a ton out of this. Yeah, I guess we're pretty set on iron now, huh? Inventory full. Yeah, it's so full that I can't even pick up iron anymore. Yeah, I'd say this is a big dub. And not like a Pokemon very bad dub kind of dub, but like an actual good dub. Just doing once to not get overboard. Doing once? Single ticks. Somehow I feel like that's not gonna work. Like yeah, human nature is gonna kick in at some time, and before I know it, you'll be like, guys, I messed up. I think I might have spent too many gems on this. The next thing I know, I'll be like, wait, you spent gems? How many? And I just hear like, not too much. I think maybe like 24,000. Oh. Oh no. 460 pools. Why do you still have why do you still have so many pools? Holy shit. Yeah, let's not go out that way. No near focus. Oh yeah, you didn't roll for her, right? My condolences. Ooh. Man didn't get. Jetto does it! Yatta Well, at least with Himari, they still have a chance to get her, like, randomly. But yeah, New Year Fuka is kind of screwed. Crying now because I can't one cycle. Isn't that a joyous occasion? Because you can't. Oh. Yeah, I know the feel. Like, I got pushed out of plat for the triple total assault ranking already. Then I was like, okay, what do I need to do to get back into the rankings? And I was looking and trying to figure out what to do. And then I see every single party that was used, and it's just like, yeah, they just have Akko, huh? It's like every single party both around me and above me is just Akko. And I'm like, yeah. It's gonna be tough trying to like beat them out, huh? I'm like, yeah, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do it. Like even if I refine like how well I can push button, I don't think I can do it well enough to like invalidate the power of Akko. Wait, why did I make stone? I didn't even need. I could have used an iron pickaxe so close. Oh. Oh no. No. What happened? Chihiro. What about her? Or do you mean like she spawned instead of Charino? So Chirino? Instead of Himari. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's really quite unfortunate if that's the case, huh? Holy shit, there's so much iron here. Nothing but iron. What the fuck? I'm not even getting gold at this point. It's just all iron. Like, the amount of iron is actually amazing, but like, where the fuck's the gold? I have 9 gold. It would have it. Oh. The fuck's that? Oh. That was a creeper or something. Fucking lag. I don't like it. Another one, huh? Just that little bit of... Do I even need Charina if I have Saki? Yes. I mean, their skill sets are kind of different after all. Like, the reason why you want Charino is because of the fact that on top of her crit and her resistance down, she also gives like CP gain. Oh, Chihiro. Yes, but only for one total assault, and that's it. There's only one situation where you use Chihiro. And that one situation is the one situation she's really good. She has one job, but she does that one job really well. Is that a spoiler? There's a spoiler. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, she really doesn't do all too much. Yeah, 5 seconds. No, 5 seconds stun if the enemy's that armor is yellow. Like, that's the important part. If yellow, then stun. If no yellow, no stun. So your enemies have to be Asian or it doesn't work. Which, as you can imagine, there's a very big limit on the number of enemies that will work on. as well as a number of enemies that you would want it to work on. Or that it can even work on, rather. Because it would need to be an enemy for whom stuns actually matter. And who also has yellow armor, which is basically just one boss. I'm gonna get cancelled now. I'm making fun of myself, but it's fine. Haha. Keep making portals. Oh, it's not working. Oh no. It's a super vein. It really is a super vein, huh? I have too much iron. At this point, I have too much iron, if anything. I mean, I guess we can't have too much iron. It's an iron vein. Those can get huge. Yeah, I have like almost 2 full stacks of iron at this point. And it's only increasing. And at this point, it's on ceiling. Get quartz. Ceiling? Okay, wait. Let me open the coordinates thing. Not using a fortune pick. I could. I'm using it periodically on the iron, but I don't know if it's worth using it on the iron. Because it's all iron. And we already have 2 stacks of iron at this point. I don't know if I need to save the fortune pick is the only thing. Like, if there's not as much of a need to save it, I can just, like, use it on this. Yeah, but like... Is it unbreaking? No, it only has Fortune 3. It has nothing else. So my main worry is whether or not, like... Yeah, it only has Fortune 3. I need to be careful. I see. Wait, this is the thing, right? This is like a block. Has a block of raw iron. My main worry now is more of like... Oh, wait. Is that diamond? It's a single block of diamond. But hey, that's fine. Yeah, like look at the amount of iron here. Like, do I really need to save? Or like... Three diamonds out of that. That's not too bad. Use it for just ores, it's fine. Alright, alright. Got it. That's 2 stacks of iron. It's 2 full stacks of iron, and we're only gonna find more if I don't die. Different kind of problems. Yeah. very big problems, if anything. It solves the nether issue. Yeah, it replaces the nether issue with a skill issue. Which, yeah, I don't know if I prefer just having nether issues instead. Like, I feel like just having nether issues is a trade-off I'm willing to have. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of like a delay. And that has me genuinely worried about like falling off an edge and dying. So I think I'm gonna go back now. After like I clear out the safer parts of this area. Yeah, I would dig through that path, but I'm actually worried about like the connection like causing me to fall off an edge. When like it pulls me back like some distance and I walk forward and fall into lava or something. So I'm just gonna like stay to this side since there's also plenty of like iron here. Yeah, it's just there's already plenty of iron on this side. Wonder where those zombies came from though. But yeah, the Nagoya event, Dojin event looked kind of interesting just because like I was looking at the participating circle count and it was like I think I saw like 200 plus circles, which sounds insane for anything that happens outside of Tokyo. And on top of that, actually no, let's not put it back just yet. There was also the fact that the event might have been the first time in a few years that I've seen a Dojin event that actually has FGO in participating in it. So I was like, huh, I wonder what the FGO peeps are up to nowadays. That might be interesting. Also, it has Arknight, which I don't know why. I'm pretty sure Arknight is actually fairly popular, but in most of the Tokyo events, I don't see it as much. But apparently the Nagoya one has it, so that's maybe interesting. Imagine if I had auto sort. How much of a blessing it would be here. Am I supposed to get like EXP from mining? Or is it only up to a certain level? It feels kind of meh not getting anything from mining. Like I need my dopamine hits. What am I mining? It's iron. I'm mining the irons, as they say in the power metal in most power metal bands. But the iron isn't giving me anything. Does iron typically just like... No, tough doesn't immediately equate to iron, but it does mean that like... But areas where there is tough tends to... Or rather, if there is a vein of iron, it would tend to be hidden by the tough. Is that it? Where did I put the crafting table? Okay, yeah, there's a... So dig through the tuff, you'll probably find more iron. I see. Aye aye, Capitan. I have 6 more wood. I have 1 more door. Both the same except it's granite instead of tuff, I see. Regular stone depths. Hmm. Okay, problem. I'm actually running out of wood. Which is a little bit worrying. I feel like. Like I have 2 doors, so at least I don't have to worry about doors for now, but not having wood does leave me a little worried. Playing this idle game and this always dude, it's definitely a will. Only get guaranteed with paying cash, and he's like 20 stages ahead of second place, 5-star companions etc. Yeah, I mean, it feels like most games will end up having that one person to some extent. Like, depending on the game, the level of insanity varies, but there'll always be that one dude that's like that. Which is why typically with more modern-ish gacha games, they tend not to include like direct PvP anymore. Like even with games like Blue Archive, the reason why most games have shifted towards PvE content that is PvP is because it can kind of shift away some of the issues that the server might otherwise have with one guy being too ahead of the rest of the server, especially depending on the type of game. I mean, actually, no, it depends. If you have PvP done like Epic 7, for example, eventually everyone will hit the same meta, and once they hit the same meta, there isn't too much to worry about anymore. But like when it comes to games like what's a good example? There's like some games that like all you need to win is just push button more or have more gacha characters in the event. For those, it actually gets worse. After a long stream, I stay out with then close distance spirit portal. Ah, that's very unfortunate, huh? Shift the head from guy to AI. That would be tough. Unless he's like secretly just an AI playing the game. Oh yeah, that's the way you can do it. Just say like, no, 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 it was an AI playing the game the whole time. That's not a guy playing the game, that's AI. But if you wanted to shift the blame to AI, I feel like that's too low hanging of a fruit at this point. Like that scam game I mentioned the last time around, it's still up on the App Store, which kind of tilts me a little. Though to be fair, it's not like I have enough reach to make a difference in that kind of thing, but like still. I tried reaching out both to shift from PvP to competitive PvE. Yeah, or rather than shifted, it's more like it hides it, I guess. Because like, imagine if like you're playing Epic 7, right? It's a blind pick kind of like League of Legends where each player bans 5 characters and then picks 5. So imagine like a situation where the game is not as well balanced and you manage to ban very strategically, but he just has everything, so it doesn't matter to him. And so your life is depression. But with PvE, it's like, if this 5-man com works, there is very low incentive for people to deviate from it. So like people, you can't see the full extent of the insanity of the person's wailing unless you know the person. Because like if you take like Blue Archive or like, what's a good example? Princess Connect, for example. Eventually you hit that point where everybody is just using the same team. Because those games don't make it as difficult to get a fully upgraded team. And then like the competition just becomes about like who can push the buttons better. So it's still a competition on whales, but the disparity between whales isn't as bad. The guy who spends like 50k a month on the game and the guy who spends like 10k a month are probably gonna be in the same space. In that sense, it's not gonna end up like playing the first Million Arthur game, where your ranking depends only on how much stamina you spend. For example, so like the guy who wails more on stamina replenishment essentially wins the thing every single time. You know, at this point, I'm more worried about if I can find my way out after all of this. Like, wherever I am, I'm really deep. Oh, diamond. Yes, yes. Okay, it was worth it in the end then. But yeah, that's why very few games are willing to adopt like PvP for gacha games nowadays. Like no one wants to take the risk of being the one to do it and get flagged for like not being good at balancing the game. Because to make a PvP gacha game would require a lot more skill and balancing as well. And most companies are like, no, no. Yeah, we're Japanese. We make RPG games. We don't know how to balance shit. Okay, that's a joke. I mean, some of them do, but like, majority just don't want to bother to take the risk. Especially since like quite a few gacha games companies now are either like visual novel companies or like indie companies that have like very little development experience. So for them, like taking the risk is a lot harder as well. That means another game to hit like a truck if you die if you go back a level. Still stays +1 at like level 4. It's like 1% on kill for a weak skill. Go back a level if you die. That feels kind of messed up. God damn it. I'm running out of wood down here as well. No time was Ads to watch. Oh no, I feel like that's probably the worst part, isn't it? Just the fact that there's a ton of ads to watch. I still want to be of the belief that like if done right, ads could still maybe work to some extent, but like with the volume of ads most of these games push, it does feel like it might be tough to see that day come. Okay, at least I can still make this. There's no random amount of brew ads at least. I mean, that's at least one good thing. Like, if they're not, like, forcing ads on you too hard, there's some consolation to it at least. What do I do with this block of raw iron? Can I do anything with this? Do I unpack it? Oh. Five, six, seven. Broken apart into 9 raw iron. Ah. It's mostly a visual thing, huh? I see. As in, like, it's mostly just to make it easier to carry around, I guess. Like, it's cool that it exists and all, but like, it's like, why? It's easier to carry. Oh. Wait. Book of Aqua Infinity. That sounds very dramatic. What is that? You, sir, are a genius. I wish you had mentioned that earlier, but nonetheless. You, sir, are a genius. Holy shit, that makes things a lot easier to carry, huh? It's learning. Yeah, I'm a genius. You can tell from my genius eyes. Okay, 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 okay. You know, that's one thing I realized, like, Japanese people say a lot. They're like, okay, 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 okay. That double okay repetition. Or is it just an Asian thing overall? I really don't know, to be honest. I feel like I hear it a lot in Japan, specifically. Kind of like how they do the cross with their hands when they want to tell you to not do something. Yeah, they like to do it a lot, I feel like. It's like how they deal with tourists as well, you know, where they do the thing, they're like, they do the thing where like, no, 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 here, no, here, no, 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 no. And they do this. Like, they do that a lot as well. I guess it doesn't happen a lot in anime and uh like television drama, that kind of media as much. But like It's like when they start dealing with tourists, like you can tell that they think you're a tourist when they start doing that, because they don't do that to each other. Like I would say that's one of the most obvious signs that they think you're probably a tourist. Or an idiot. No, they don't do it. They don't really do it to like local idiots though. They do it to like foreign idiots. I don't I don't think I've ever seen them do it to a local before. Though maybe it's because I haven't seen a local who did something stupid enough for them to do that to him. Something apply to Indians. What do you mean? Would they do the cross thing? The hand? In Japan, it's very specifically like it's meant to mean like no, that is don't do that. That's wrong. But they typically do it to tourists and not to locals for some reason. Like I don't know what's the specific reason it's only done to tourists, since like the reasoning, like the words do not change, but like the hand signs, the body language changes. Like obviously they won't say like no in like to a Japanese person. But like they usually don't do the cross thing as well. Like even the hand signs change, which is kinda interesting, I guess. There we go. Now I can see better. Oh, I could have just done that as well. Army of Diamonds. That was the one for diamond armor, right? But yeah, it's kind of funny that in their attempt to communicate with people in English, the usual like Japanese politeness kind of like fades away, because like it's very hard for them to be polite while trying to figure out how to English at the same time. Like especially when they got me to like do like in-game announcements in Japanese in English for their game. It's like they will send me a draft nowadays that they first do an AI. And it's like for some reason like I guess it makes sense that like AI still can't do English Japanese translations very well because of the language nuance. But like it's kind of funny because like I'll look at the thing, I'll be like, yeah, this still needs a lot of fixing, huh? This nether, man. Oh, is the nether that bad? I mean, it probably is, but that bad, huh? My condolences. But yeah, man, AI, it's like I do genuinely wonder like how much longer we will continue to see like translators have a job for. Localizers, I guess. No, localizers will still stay, but like basic level translators, it feels like bit by bit it's getting more a little harder to like justify. I'm just running around, digging around, trying to find a fortress. Still no luck. MD is getting overrun by MTL. MD? Yeah, no, it sucks now because of the fact that like the translation models and like even if you get AI to do it, the AIs, the problem with it is that they are trained on, they are developed and trained in English, which makes them very bad at dealing with quite a few Asian languages, particularly Japanese. Like there's a lot of weird nuances to Japanese that one could say it's just like unnecessarily convoluted, which I would agree, but those that unnecessary convolution makes it a lot harder for the current large language models even to properly fully translate it. But it would seem that Japan is trying to develop its own models as well that would help to smoothen the process by writing AI that can better understand like how the Japanese language works. Which makes it feel like given enough time, we might actually reach a point where hell, you may not really need localizers, and I mean maybe not localizers. Localizers you might still need to some extent, but like you won't need like outright translators anymore. Like I feel like for localizers, like people who genuinely are able to translate the nuances of the language, they will have a position that would still be very hard to get AI to replace. Like until the day we can reach the point where you can ask the AI like, hey, I want to translate the Osakan accent in a unique way for an English audience, or specifically like let's say an American audience. How should I go about it? And until we can reach the day where the AI can actually give you an answer to that, I feel like localizers will still be able to keep their jobs and stay quite relevant. But yeah, at least once those models get refined, at the very least, we won't have to worry about another Nukitashi tragedy. Another Nukitashi tragedy happening again. You know, at least that. Why? What do you mean why? To remind me, it's something that we can never forget that it exists. You know, it's like it's one of those things, right? That like we must remember that it exists, lest this tragedy repeats itself. By remembering that this exists, we can continue to ensure that it will never happen again. It's very important. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes, and to prevent it from rhyming, we must stay firmly aware of the reasons why it could rhyme. Nah, I'm just shitting here. It's just fun to remind people about it so they can suffer with me. Because I feel like until the day comes where I finally get dementia, I'll probably remember it the rest of my life. About the what? There's a visual novel called Nukitashi on Steam. Uh, let's just say that the English localization is not the best, to put it nicely. If you haven't heard about that situation, it's quite a strange one. Like there was other drama surrounding the translation team itself with the one of the, but like if you don't know what it is, good for you, yeah. It's some things are just better off not known. We should head back. Yeah, I probably should head back soon. But yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard of the recent I won't call it a debate, but like this the phenomenon that people are talking about called like the issue of like millennial writing, where like basically stuff that's written by millennials is it's starting to show in the type of comedy and like the ways that they make memes and stuff like that in writing, and it's kind of cringe, like kind of really cringe. And it's like starting to rear its head more and more now because like the people who would make that kind of cringe jokes are now the ones in what do you call it? They are the ones that are in possessions of occupations where they would be the ones producing the content. As a millennial, I'm offended, but at the same time, when I look at the stuff that comes out, like the garbage that comes out, all I can say is yeah, I'm so sorry. It's the fault of my generation. Zoomer the millennial. No, it feels like the equivalent of a millennial trying to appeal to Zoomers, not realizing what Zoomers want out of a visual novel. It's like it's like watching like old American movies and the kids are going like, "Wow, that's totally radical, dude! Wicked sick!" and stuff like that. You know, like it feels like that. Where like you have the fucking millennials writing where the millennials are writing it and therefore it ends up like this. Because like they're like quick, how we need to appeal to the people who are younger than us. What do we do? Then some guy goes on Reddit and says like, this is how people talk now, and then they start writing like that. Because like it's essentially the millennials have become the ones who have lost touch. I mean, not all of them, but like a decent number of them. Millennials use Reddit, depending on the country. I know plenty of them that do. I mean, the normies don't, but those who are in tune with the internet, I would believe actually do. I mean, I use Reddit sometimes. Not that much, because Reddit's a cesspool, but I use Reddit. Isn't it overrun by Zoomers now? It could be. Yeah, boomer though. Hey! How you doing, fellow kids? I'm a millennial too. Oh wait, no, millennials aren't kids anymore, huh? I can't even do the how are you doing, fellow kids with millennials. But yeah, Lava Looters, if you don't know about that game, the game's localization, consider that a blessing. I really wonder if one day I should play it and like make a video out of it. Like not play it on stream, cause like no one wants to suffer through that. But like play it, record down how horrible the translation is, and make it into a YouTube video instead. But yeah, the reason why I would blame the millennials for that style of translation more so than anyone else is cause like, as someone who has worked localization, I can tell you that boomers who work localization would never like translate stuff like that. They are too out of touch to do that. They would make something more formal and rigid. they would not go to the Nokitashi experience. I don't know why everyone always feels the need to speak to a younger generation. It always comes down to assuming they don't understand you, and that is very patronizing. Yeah. No, like the worst part is when it comes to like the localization of another country's content, especially. Like to try and like go down to what they believe is like their own country's like millennials experience to like translate another country's like language. It's very weird to me. No, hey, Feuerwood, how you doing? Yeah. If you haven't seen the stuff in Nokitashi, I do recommend like at least looking at the if you really want to know, you should go and like look at what the people have been saying on Reddit about it. It gives a very good idea of what happened. Yeah, how they butchered the gender band stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that one especially as well. No, it's like the people who are translating that gender band stuff don't understand the they don't understand the market of people who are into that stuff fully. And so they try to make it appeal to certain groups of people while alienating the group that actually tends to typically be its like main demographic. Feels like that's what happens a lot with it. There's so much iron here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going up. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Why is there so much? Also, I'm starting to get bored of doing this. It's been 2 hours exploring that. If you have been spending 2 hours doing that, it means that I've been spending 2 hours mining iron at this point. And we don't even need this much iron anymore. I mean, honey dudes. Yeah. Pick content. Yeah, we've just been like sitting here mining iron and talking about Nokitashi. Like, this is what the stream has become. I mean, honey dudes. Yeah, I mean, honey dudes as well. Honey dudes are like actually part of the content. Are actually part of the market for like gender band stuff as well. But the content is like, or at least some of it, ends up getting shifted in a way, or like rewritten in English in a way to target a completely different audience instead. Though yeah, I mean like honey dudes do make up a pretty like fairly big amount of the anime genre, not genre, fan base as well. I should know. I'm one of them as well. What do you think is audience? Only is a famous of all animes. I mean, with some of it, it really was just written with like a general audience in mind, but like with the localizations, there are some of it that's being shifted depending on the genre towards targeting specific groups of people instead. It's like there's like general just cross-dress stuff that should have just targeted, that is written to target the LGBTQ community as well, that just gets like translated in a way that just targets only horny men, and the reverse also happens at times. Which is like, yeah, I don't know why they would bother to like shift it away from its original audience. Like the best way, how do I put it? Like the way it is written in Japanese. For like let's if you take like Onimai for example, that one got shifted from being a thing about like, I don't know how to describe Onimai. It's like it's written as a weird like fantasy thing for men who want to become little girls, right? Like that's the entire premise. The guy gets turned into a little girl against his will, and then he has to like try to like readapt to life, being forcibly turned into one. But the thing is written as a thing for a general audience of people who like stuff like that. It doesn't matter like whether they are actually in the LGBTQ community or just normal horny dudes. It's written for a general audience, and that's something that the creator of the original work did mention as well. But for some reason, the translations, for some of it at least, decided to intentionally shift it more towards a pro awakening to becoming a member of the LGBTQ community thing, which wasn't initially part of the work. Like if the like if they wanted to do something like an awakening story, there are good ones in Japanese as well. They did not have to specifically take like series which were just meant to target a more general audience and specifically tilted towards one group like that. But yeah, I don't know. What else was there? The thing is, I haven't been reading most of those kind of books anymore. Hime Goto was another one as well, where like it's a trap thing written for horny men, as odd as that might be to say. But no, actually that one should still be fine. I'm not sure. I need to go and look for the English translations. I have not seen it. It was an anime with not a lot of narrative going on. Anyway, yeah, it did not. Like it's not it was not something with much of a narrative. It was literally like slice of life comedy thing that was just meant to be a very simple thing of like guy gets forcibly turned into girl and does like funny things, but like an agenda basically was pushed within its narrative instead. Like you have to understand with like Onimai, it was specifically like it was not, it's not a published work like Naruto or something where it has a publication company and like it's being pushed in a official, actually no, now it is being pushed in a official publication, but like the series started as a doujin thing, so it started as like fan created content, like or like some guy created his OC. You can imagine it as like someone created his own OC on DeviantArt, and like it gained big enough of a following that that work on DeviantArt got published as in a publication after. So like it's not like it was something designed to be a very deep and like compelling narrative of anything. It was literally just meant to be like, this is just an entertaining slice of life thing for people who enjoy the same things as the writer does. The dude and his works are so accessible. I mean, maybe not overseas, but like within Japan, it's so accessible. You could just like go down to Comic Cat and like just find the guy selling his works there at a bench and just like buy it from him and chat with him. Like half the time, there's still no queue there. But yeah, it's that kind of issue, I guess. That like gets pushed all of a sudden. Like there are way better works that they could have used if they wanted to push that angle. Like one of my favorite characters in like this, what's the anime called? Skip and Loafer? I think it's Skip and Loafer. Yeah, Skip and Loafer. Like if they wanted to push like LGBTQ as empowering, I would have like pick that series instead. Because that series actually has a like the main female characters like Anchor, the person who's always there to constantly support her in life is basically a trans woman, sorry, who yeah, as in a man who became a woman, so a she, right? So that person actually, if you wanted to take a good example of someone within like an anime that is like within the LGBTQ who should be considered empowering, I think they would make for a very good character. Right? Someone who in their walls own like story are already written in a way that like they are a successful person who did not let like the whole like gender norms thing like get in the way of them becoming successful. Especially in Japan where like LGBTQ things are technically illegal. That's a good character to use if they wanted to push their agenda, because that's a character who was written as an LGBTQ character who within the series is written in a way that like they are not only a big part of the plot, but they are also like the anime doesn't like go out of its way to beat you on the head with it, but like it does show a world where people are more acceptive of that kind of stuff as well, which is kind of interesting because like Japan's government has chosen like to keep silent on the matter completely because it's easier for them to not say anything and piss someone off. So like yeah, that's a good one, I would say. They could have just translated that and pushed that. If they wanted to push that like pride as a great thing and something to be proud of, that's a good anime to pick in my opinion instead. Rather than like taking a slice of life comedy thing and then like pushing an agenda into it. Madoka Magica where being lesbian became into a goddess. Oh yeah, it did, huh? There's a few like that nowadays. There was another one. Wait, what's it called? Fuck. There was a full like Yuri series thing as well. About like girls who needed to like get a female couple person who they had to like do certain Yuri stuff with and then they get powered up or something. I don't remember what the series was called. Like I remember seeing like a few episodes of it now. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Because like it was so ham-fisted, it was kind of funny. But then I forgot what it was called. Wasn't that a yaoi thing too? I wouldn't be surprised if it was a yaoi thing too. But the yaoi thing is probably something similar but not the same IP. What was it? The one I'm thinking of. Speaking of yaoi though, that reminds me, I actually did see like Junjo Romantica back in the day. Yeah, initially got trolled into watching it and I was like, oh, that's a thing that exists. And that was how I got introduced that like this is a thing that exists. What the fuck is this like useless fucking article I just found? Like, gee, thanks. Like, like here I am trying to find that one Yuri anime I'm thinking of. I can't remember what it's called. I go online, I search, and it's like top 10 best Yuri anime with action elements. Number 1, Symphogear. I'm like, what? I don't know, Chief. This does not seem like the best. I would not put that as like number 1 best Yuri anime with action elements. My Hime is questionable as well, but like this was the top like result when I tried searching like top 10 best Yuri anime with action elements. Valkyrie Drive! I think that might be it. Wait. I think you might be right. Yes, it is. You, good sir, are a man of culture. That one. It feels good to be out of the cave. Like, holy shit, I spent way too much time in there. I don't know how you found the name of it, but yeah, woman of culture, my apologies. You, good ma'am, are a woman of culture. Yeah, Valkyrie Drive, that one. Like, I remember seeing like one episode of it, and that was it. Then I just forgot that it existed. Yeah, that one. How long ago was that anime? Like, I do not remember anymore at this point. That's a lot of iron. That's a lot of iron. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a yaoi version of that as well. Like, it feels like the kind of thing that you would expect, like, there to be an equivalent in both, like, types. Yui empowerment anime and after Happy Sugar and NTR Trap on Valkyrie Drive. And I was like, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that one. NTR Trap was a strange one. I remember watching it. It was interesting, but like, I feel like I don't know if it was just me paying very little attention at the time, but I feel like halfway through I lost sight of what the plot was about. Happy Sugar Life though, fuck, that one is yeah, that one. Oh, it's about to be very strange. Yeah, but it was NTR in a very different way. Like, it's not like, no, I guess it technically is just, no, but is it even considerable NTR? I mean, whoa. Uh, am I stuck in here? Oh, I'm gonna consider it. Yeah, the same. Like, it's not exactly NTR, but that it has elements that give the vibe of it in that sense. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, if I recall the original I wouldn't say I probably know what. I would say I probably don't even know what NTR is. If you actually don't, good. As someone who lives in Japan, unfortunately, I can't say I don't know what it is because, according to what's the website? According to DMM, NTR is the most popular genre for loot stuff across all ages and demographics. So, as much as I would love to say that, like, I don't know what it is, I can't because it's like the prime export of this country. Maybe export's not the right word, but yeah. That was gonna be normal boy was I alright. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like citrus or something or like a sakura trick. And then like it ended up the way it is and it's like uh yeah. It ended up very weird. It's an equivalent to cheating, but it also kinda isn't. It's like cheating. No, it's like cuckoldry? Is that the word? It's like if you turn cuckoldry into a genre, that's pretty much what NTR is. I guess would be the way to put it. Like, it's about the fact that they are cheating, or not necessarily on their own will that they are cheating at times, and they are enjoying that more than being with their original partner. No, I guess that's not the right way to put it, huh? It's different. It's kind of treated different from cheating. Because when you say cheating, it means that, like, aside from the person who's being cheated on, everyone else is in this initially out of consent and they're doing the entire thing out of consent. NTR kind of starts out as like, there is no consent at the start, but the person is degraded to the point that they are into it. The person that is not the one who is getting in the cheating. It's like that balance between cuck and cheating. I guess? I don't know how best to describe it, but like there's that very specific... The essence of the genre is the part that it's not just that you are the person is being cheated on, but the way that the cheating... I mean, it doesn't start out as cheating, but it ends up becoming that as the person becomes more and more okay with it. Can we maybe not go into NTR semantics? Yeah, I mean, sure. Oh, this is long, they're talking about NTR. Because of that one Yuri anime, I guess. You see, the thing is that, like, this just happened naturally. Yeah, it does not help that, like, knowing it used to be part of my job as well, so... Yeah. It's like, you have the very weird issue of, like, the topic pops up, and it's a topic that used to be related to my job. And so, like, there's a part of my brain that just triggers into talking about it, like, in normal fashion. Like, there's that level of desensitization that has happened there. Oh, but speaking of, like, Yuri stuff, though, Sakura Trick was also very Yuri, I have to say. Well, I like how we're supposed to rush things more now. I mean, we technically have the stuff that we need to rush things. Except for the fortress. That's me exploring Nether, lol. I mean, do you honestly want to have me in the Nether? At this point, I do not trust myself to not fall off a platform and die in the lava. I mean, I could. I don't mind. Now that we actually have some level of diamond armor, I feel confident enough to go. So hey, I don't mind going in as well. Get a better Nether. You might have a point there, actually. Let me get another piece of, like, diamond armor. And I'll join you in there. But yeah, like, there's some good Yuri animes out there. I did enjoy Sakura Trick quite a bit. That one felt more like a Kuma thing, though. It's a shame it didn't get a second season. Oh, I should put the pickaxe back as well, actually. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of weird animes out there. It's the end of the day, I guess that's the important thing. No, that's the final takeaway. There's a lot of weird anime out there. Though I guess that's something no one will be surprised about, huh? Slice of life, oh fire me, as long as it's not harem, go ahead harem. It's a very... Yeah, nowadays it feels like a very dated genre, huh? In that... Oh no! Fuck, okay. Yeah. I mean, it feels like a very dated genre in the sense that, like, there isn't as much of it nowadays as there used to be in the past. I remember, like, was it 10 years ago? It used to be a very common genre as compared to now. But, like, somehow that, like, slowly... If you like something unique, if you like something unique, there's something out there for you. Yeah. And anime is great because no matter what you like, you can probably find something that you will enjoy in there. There is no wrong answer as to what... Oh, no, that's not the right term I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's just basically, no matter what you enjoy, you'll probably find something that you can enjoy within, like, the space of everything that has came out in, like, the past 40 years at this point, maybe 50. So it's the harem anime is now called Isekai. I mean, it kind of is, huh? Yeah, maybe I should look into the Isekai genre a little more so that I can get a better understanding of how much, like, the harem genre has, like, merged with it. Like it does not help that my favorite isekai series now, one of it is still like Yojo Senki, so like there isn't much harem going on in there. Overlord kind of does have it, I guess. Kinda. There kind of is one, but it's like it's like non-essential to the plot, so I don't really pay attention to it either. Like a lot of modern isekai, I don't really pay attention. Still waiting for S2. Oh yeah, there still isn't an S2 yet, huh? Ah, you reminded me. They ended off at such a... The point they chose to end off at as well, it's like, fuck. I was so hyped for season 2 and it just never came. Like, they ended... Like, I don't know if it's a spoiler for anyone who actually cares about it, but like, the point where they ended off, like, fuck. No, Yojo Senki has only 1 season. Overlord has 4, but arguably, as it... Look, as much as I like Overlord, I don't watch the anime. The plot of Overlord doesn't matter because diagnostics. No, the plot of Overlord, the overarching plot of Overlord doesn't matter because like the entire series is meant to be focused on the lives of everyone else that is not them. It works in the same way as like One Punch Man does, where like the main plot is irrelevant because the main plot is about a guy who's just completely broken. Instead, the plot and what made it interesting earlier on is basically all of the interactions going on among everyone else who is less overpowered. Like the whole like you talk about the second arc of the Lizard Man. I find the most enjoyable part of the second arc was Overlord does it pretty well, I find. Like if you read the novels instead of watching the anime, because the anime does cut out a lot of stuff, like I do find the entire Lizardman arc to be quite interesting because there's a lot of build up of the Lizardman itself. Like if you read the novel, like 75% of the entire volume is just like 75% of the volume is focused on the Lizardman, and like literally they only appear at the end of the episode to one punch the Lizardman, which just makes you feel like shit. Instead, like the whole volume of the book, okay, maybe not all of it, because they did the adventurer part like is a pointless interim. So I agree that some parts that are actually like kind of pointless in the book as well, but like typically the main, you know, yeah, for the older volumes at least, it's like the volume would tend to focus on the characters that are not part of the main like Nazarick as they are called. Instead, it focuses on like the Lizard Man, for example. So you watch the entire unification process happen. I mean, you read it happening. And like you basically read as they try to reform themselves to deal with this external threat. And it just builds them up only to kill them, which makes it feel like shit at the end, but like, yeah. Like, I actually enjoy the parts I find the most enjoyable about it are the parts where Ainz isn't involved, if anything. I don't know. That for me at least, the novels I did enjoy. I have not watched the anime, so as much. Like I watched the first 2 seasons of the anime and I gave up because like they did water down quite a bunch of stuff, especially with regards to like stuff relating to the people that are not Ainz. Which I feel like is a big problem with the anime, that it basically makes it more of a generic isekai in the sense that it focuses more on the power fantasy. Yojo Senki was fun though. It just feels unfortunate that like there's no second season yet. His character literally non-existent, is being suppressed from an anime. He's a mind automaton. Just use the protagonist. Yeah, that's the issue with like him as a character. Like within the plot itself, it states that like he is being suppressed to some extent by the fact that he's a skeleton. So like he will never, or at the very least, it's very difficult for him to emotionally express himself because of the fact that the plot says that he can't. And it also like hints in certain parts of the plot that this is only gonna get worse over time because of the fact that like he's gonna eventually acclimate to being a lich instead. But what made the novels interesting for me, at least, was the fact that like much of the plot did not involve him yet. Like he comes in at the very end, like in the same fashion that Saitama does. It just feels like shit because Saitama saves the day, while Ainz basically kills everyone you love. Half the time at least. It's basically written like a tragedy instead, because the entire volume would focus on a bunch of side characters instead and build them up. And like you're basically watching these characters grow across the volume, only to then like see them get utterly mulched by an unbeatable force. Kind of like the Lizardman's. The Lizardman's was depressing. The first volume as well, which was the parts where Ainz was like pretending to be an adventurer. Like the focus on the people that he was traveling with rather than him himself felt interesting. Except that in the first volume, he kind of didn't kill them. They just kind of fucking died. That's something I would enjoy to read for sure. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's a very different thing, I guess. And it's a lot of at times it is a bit of unnecessary like depression when you're watching everyone that you know and love die in the series, but yeah, it does make it a bit harder to get into. Which might be also why it ended up becoming the way it is when it got animated. It's kind of like Ayu Senki, like, not Ayu Senki, sorry, Yojo Senki. Yojo Senki had a bit of that issue with the anime skipping a lot of stuff from the novel as well. Like I recall, like in the novel, there was actually quite a bit of focus on the fact that they were slowly losing their mind because of the powers they were given. Like they did actually mention like within the plot. I don't know if this is a spoiler actually, but like in Yojo Senki's plot, it was mentioned that like the main character was actually having fits where they were completely like they would just blink and like sections of their life would just like pass by without them realizing what happened. And then they realized, and there were parts of them like trying to realize what was happening with them, what happened during the times where they blinked and their life disappeared. Or rather, the segments of their life just passed without them realizing and stuff like that. The anime kind of like glosses over it by just showing the scene that should not have happened. I mean, they're showing the scene of what happens when they are not in awareness of what's happening, but it never alludes to the point that they do not know what just happened. So it just makes them look like a very crazy fighter instead, where, hello, how you dual wielding? It kind of makes them look like they're just like someone who just suffers from like, who just is a very aggressive fighter. But in the original plot, it was like, it wasn't so much that they were an aggressive fighter. It was just more so the fact that that was the point in their life where they just lost all control of themselves. And a lot of stuff like that is missing, which is why I like to read them. The only time I can think of with an isekai thing where the novel did it worse than the anime was probably the first game in No Game No Life. I feel like I mentioned that one multiple times, where if you remember No Game No Life, like the first game was basically them playing the Harry Potter chess. except that the chess pieces had emotion. The game that they played in the novel, if I recall, was exactly the same, but the board was just like on a tabletop or something. I could be wrong. But if I recall from the novel, like they were playing a tabletop game of chess instead of a life-size game of chess. When they were trying to like shout at the pieces to like tell it like, no, 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 fight for me, I'll give you like free food and wine or shit like that. Which makes it sound like it'll be a lot lamer. I've read enough Warhammer 40k lore in my life. Bro, don't remind me. I was just reading up the lore of the White Scars, like on the way home on the train just now. You know, I actually think I have a bit more of a soft spot for the White Scars now after reading the entirety of their lore. I would say initially for me, I enjoyed the Blood Angels quite a lot more among all the Space Marine factions, but now I would say the White Scars kind of grew on me a little. Though yeah, there's a lot of depression and death in there. It's the only thing. Fuck, man. Like, remembering what happened to all of the Primarchs, it's like, it just hurts a lot over time. It used to be like you said, we're gonna now be burn this war, and I'm just having them over time turning to start on epic points, and this is where it lost me. Ah, yeah. Like, the early lore, where like the Primarchs were the main part of the lore, especially, it felt like it was very focused on people at the time. And at that time, I actually loved it a lot. Like the earlier years of the Crusade and all that. Where it's like you had this very big people leading the factions. I mean, leading the individual chapters or legions. And the story was centered among them and how they built the legions. I found that part to be very enjoyable. And then now it's like grand scale galactic wars, and it's like that's where I kind of like zoned out a little as well. Like the other factions that exist in the world are cool and all, but like I don't know. Look, all I'm saying is I want Sanguinus back in the story. Sanguinus, my boy, how could they do him in like that? It's apparently they were too young to realize what the Emperor was doing. Yeah, like the whole thing, like they were too blind to realize what he was doing, and also what the repercussions of what he was doing was gonna lead to. Like reading the White Scars lore actually opened my eyes to quite a bit more of the plot of the lore. Like when I was initially trying to figure out the lore from some of the other like Space Marine legions, like fuck, I forgot what they were called. The Le Mans Ross was which one? Le Mans Rus. Le Mans Rus was the Space Wolves? Yeah, Space Wolves. When I read the Space Wolves and the Blood Angels, it's like there's a very big difference, I feel like. No one's like coming to trust his creations with the truth. Yeah, no, this is the interesting thing. Like, what the fuck, what's his name? Jengatai Khan, the Kagan of the White Scars. Like he probably came the closest to figuring out the truth. And reading his segment of the lore made it very interesting. Jagatai Khan, yes, the Kagan himself. Like, I find like he probably came the closest out of anyone else. Other than the just because of the fact that he was neutral in all of it for the most part. Like, he was one of the people who arguably would you would think would have sided with Horus, but didn't in the end. And it's like that distance between him and the rest of the Primarchs actually made it feel like it led to him actually figuring out a lot more than many of the others did. I mean, the count was supposed to fail and Fulgrim was supposed to stay loyal. Count was supposed to fall. And Fulgrim was supposed to stay loyal. I wouldn't be surprised either. Like, the Khan falling is something I can see happening. If anything, it felt a little weird that he decided to stay loyal. What was the substantiation they gave for that theory though? I would actually be interested in knowing if you happen to know it. As in, like, what's the reason they gave for that theory? I mean, like, looking at just the characters, it does make sense, but like, I'm curious as to what they would give as the justification. Like, everything about him felt like it would have built up to it. Because he realized that the emperor was lying to his subjects about how the warp works in general as well. And he was probably one of the people who argued the most with the emperor, supposedly, in terms of like, with regards to some of the policies as well, and created the primates. He did so with the help from the Chaos Gods, and instead the deal was that half of them would come under the wings of Chaos. Which half of them technically did in the end, didn't they? They're about. Wait, how many of them did? Wait, let me check. I don't remember the exact number. It's been a while. Like, there's so much lore behind it now that my brain doesn't remember all of it. Like, there were 20 of them, but like, how many traitors were there? There was Horus. Was Magnus technically one of them? I mean, Magnus became the Magnus the Red was one of them, but like, I could have sworn that he was the one who like, he was the one who told the Khan to like make the right choice, and that told him the truth that allowed him to eventually make the decision to stay loyal. After he found the sword, the Chaos Sword changed and became more evil. That one is like, yeah. Khan was loyal to a fault, even when he had a good reason to dislike the Emperor because he realized Chaos wasn't any better. That's true. That's true, huh? Like, with him, it was very weird because like, the way the plot was played up, it felt like he would eventually have wanted to like start a fight with the Emperor either way, just because he felt like his position in the world would be eliminated once the Emperor, like, assuming the Emperor managed to like unify the world. I mean the galaxy, sorry. Like, I remember there were parts of the lore that were like hinting towards it as well, where he's like, yeah, the white scars will reach the point where they will have no place left in the world because like once the fringes are gone, there is nothing left for us to specifically do, and all of the unity that he had built up over time would be lost. And then there was the whole talk about how he always considered like whether his decisions were, I can't, rip. It's just not working out at all, huh? Would it be better if we just reset? Yeah, I mean, it feels like it'd be very draining if we were just exploring the entire time as well. Horus, Magnus, Perturabo, Stinky Boy, Alferus. Yeah, I only remember Alferus, Horus, Magnus, and Fulgrim. I do not remember the rest of them. But now that we could get somewhere. Okay, I'll do it as well. or get a new wall. Okay, wait, where's the portal even? Next stream, perhaps we can just go together as well, or I can start doing it a little now, actually. Since I do have 2 pieces of diamond armor, so that might help. Like, I legit do not know where the portal is. Behind bedroom. Yeah? The fuck? Oh. I should get gold armor, actually. Do we have spare gold? Discount Batman. Which one was that again? This sounds funny as fuck, but I do not know. I remember which was Discount Batman. Also, yes, if only there was an AU Senki anime. That would be pretty nice. I would watch that. It feels like it'll be a bit corny, but I wouldn't mind watching an AU Senki anime, to be honest. What was the minimum I would need, huh? Opening to gold? What do you mean? You mean like these two? Oh, opening. Oh, the opening to the anime. I mean, the game. I guess so. It kinda is, but even then, it's like we need more. That's not enough. How can that in any way be considerable enough? Christ. Fucking I was drinking something and then I just like spawn and I see a sword in my face and like oh. I just saw an Enderman. I'm not like mentally ready for that yet. Because I wanted to check like what I needed to do. Shift F3, right? Okay. 1 minute of animation with character. No. I have gold. I have gold. Fuck off. Fuck off. No. Friendly. Or do I need to exit and re-enter? Wait. How does this thing work again? What am I supposed to do to make it? Fuck. Okay. Where's the video that Ralt sent?
In Minecraft. In the nether, you want to do Shift F3. A pie chart should appear in the bottom right hand of the screen. Click the number next to the following text. Tick, level, block entities.
Tick level block entities. What the fuck do you mean tick level? Huh? Hablo Inglés?
How to find a fortress in Minecraft. In the nether, you want to do Shift F3. A pie chart should appear in the bottom right hand of the screen. Click the number next to the following text.
Click the number next to the following text.
Tick.
Tick. Click the number next to the following text. Click the number next to the following text. Tick. The text is so fucking small, I can't.
Level.
Block entity. No, my water! Hello. I don't like that. Ah. Wait, would that even work now?
entities. Lower your render distance to 2 if your chart already has the mob spawner on it, or the blue. To refresh the pie chart, all you need to do is leave the world and rejoin it. Now hit F3 plus G to turn on chunk boundaries and slowly begin raising your render distance by 1 at a time until you get a spawner. Lower your render distance by 1 and leave the game and rejoin it again. Next, you want to check the chunks in each direction, north, south, east, and west, and whatever one
I don't know how helpful that's gonna be. Okay, I mean, like, render distance is obviously not something we have to work with, so, like, I can't, like, change the render distance to, like, make it work, but, like, can I just walk around with this thing open and use it like a sensor? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Also, is there any distance you have not, I mean, any direction you have not gone in yet? Like, I can tell you've been there. It seems like you've been there. Am I critting? I can't tell if I'm critting or not. Like... I feel like the game is just like lagging immensely while I'm trying to do this. So like I only have half an idea of what I'm doing, the battles. Like... It looks like I was critting. Kind of laggy. Yeah, this is why I'm afraid to go into the nether, because I don't know what's gonna lag out and kill me at some point. Like, I don't want to, like, face a block in front of me, be like, oh, it's placed, and then I walk onto the block and then it just vanishes below me. And then I just die. Have you gone that way? Like, I can't tell if you've gone this way, the thing. There's a skeleton up there, okay. So we're just looking for soldiers so we can get blaze rods. Yes, yes, yes. I do believe so. Yeah, I'm like just worried that like one of these will like lag and just not spawn and I just fucking die. Because like if a block disappears below me in the nether, I don't think like I can really stop the lava much. Are you reaching too low? This side. Because like, it's not connected. Like we are base is there. There's this entire thing here. Right? Which I'm not sure if you've been to before. But it doesn't look like there was any signs that you had. So I was like thinking maybe if I bridge over there and like check this side, it might be over here. There but higher. By another portal. Well, we'll find out once I get there. And then I can get disappointed that I found out that you already got there with a portal. Is it? No, please, bless, no. What happened? Oh. Okay. Okay, can you guys fucking relax? Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. Can you fucking relax? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. It's a good thing we have diamond armor, otherwise I might actually be dead. Kill them, indeed. No, I'm trying to. I don't want to fight them on this terrain because I'm a very big pussy about it. We run so that we can live to die another day. Right? That's how it works. Why are you not carry a fire? I wish I could. Where the blaster in this game? I need a bolter. Just to run another day. Yeah, exactly. We run so that we can run another day. It's like sports. We're training for the Olympics. Fuck it, you know what? That's very high up. No, maybe having a bow would have helped, huh? Now that you mentioned firearms. Did I get wood? I didn't get wood, huh? Oh, fishing rod. What do you look like, Spider-Man to you or something? Wait, this was the thing I just placed, right? Yeah, no, this is tough. I definitely placed this. I should go... I forgot why I went back, which was to get wood. Because, like, if I don't get wood, there isn't as much that I can really do at anywhere along the way. It's not straight down. I placed those blocks. I know what's below it because I placed those. Like I don't think tuft appears down here. It's fine. At least in that one specific situation, I think I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Not completely, but just a little. Uh-oh. I hear something that's about to spit at me. Okay. I need to get materials for a pickaxe. First and foremost, like... I don't want to, like, climb all the way up there and then realize I ran out of, like, pickaxes and I can't get myself down. Just because I was being lazy and all. Fuck, where was the way back again? Here? But yeah, that area I was just at seemed familiar. Like, did it ring any bells? If so, then maybe you might have been there before. Because I saw this portal. The two portals are like here and there. And then there's like one there. And I was like in the distance somewhere over that. The fuck? What's he doing here? My dude, you seem lost. Oh yeah, the area I was at was like somewhere in the distance over that way there. Yeah. So I'm not sure if the portal that's over there leads there. Which is what I was thinking of searching there. It's a tourist. You see the racism that's going on here. He can explore the place without wearing gold and he's fine. But if we explore the place without gold, they fucking try to murder us. Where is the equality here? If they're gonna murder us, at least they could have made it funny and murdered him as well. At least I could have gotten a little bit of a laugh out of that. It's a lot of tourists, huh? There's just tourists everywhere with this place. Wood. It's a little much, maybe like this. Okay, some ore. I'll take 18 iron ore with me, I guess. I mean, we did find an entire iron vein. I think we can afford to. Let me take a bunch with me. Okay. Oh, he's enjoying himself. Okay. I can do this for maybe 10 more minutes and then I gotta go. So, I don't know how deep I can get in 10 minutes. But we'll see how far we can go, I guess. Just ignore the fact that this is an ugly ass bridge. Yeah, stuff like that is why I'm terrified. Did you see that block just despawn there? Absolutely terrifying. Oh. No, please. No. I don't like this. Ah, that's a problem, huh? I don't think I want to be digging up either. God damn it. It should be fine if I dig up there, right? It's not gonna be any lava there, right? Fuck's sake, I can't. No, you're actually gonna kill me, dude. No, go away. Let me mine the block. I don't like that he's doing this. Like, no, go away. Sure. Go away. No, I'm sorry. No, Infidave, no. That makes it look like you've been here before. That's not you, right? I mean, was that done by you? Oh. Where the fuck are they shooting me from? Like, one was... Where was the other one? What the fuck? Oh. I heard the thing in the distance and I was just panicking because I didn't want it to shoot me with a fireball while I was trying to do that. Where was the other skeleton? Is this like going on? Is it like a temporary thing? It's temporary. I think. Yeah, like where's the other one? Like that's the skeleton I was attacking. Where the fuck was the other one? Or was he shooting me and it is lagging? Like what the fuck is... Yeah, this does not seem like the best time for me to be going in the nether. Oh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no. Oh, no. Camel scary. Yeah, I thought it was a pig. I genuinely thought I was one of the pigs. I was like, where was it? Then I squinted a little and I was like, oh wait, no, that's not one of them. Spec Ops, he infiltrated the rest. Gonna pick up the skeletal boy. Then there's a lost kid on aisle 9. Someone send in the... Would the parent of this lost kid please come and pick him up? Fucking... It's... No, okay, it's terrifying when the game is lagging like this. Like, it's already terrifying enough on a normal basis. The fact that the game is, like, spontaneously lagging does not help with it. Wait, so what is this, like, white structures I'm seeing? Is that a skeleton? Oh, there's a skeleton. Bones. Oh, it's bone block. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I think today may not be the best time for me to be, like, exploring the nether. If you don't like sky changes in the biome for you. I'm... Oh, It's not so much that I don't like them, it's more so that like the game is lagging in a way that's actually terrifying me because I can't tell like when the shot's gonna hit me and whether the shot has already been fired. Christ, where? Where? Like, if this was Mount and Blade, I feel like at this point my entire body would just be full of arrows. I can't block that, can I? I can't. Oh. But that said, suffice to say, this site might actually be unexplored, so I think maybe next week I might be able to make it. So the next time, but either way, the next time we do this, I'll give it a check. Oh, no. I go home now. I'm going home now. No, let me go. I'm sorry. Let me go. No. No, no. Yeah, but we'll do this the next time. I don't trust myself to do this when like the shots are literally hitting me 5 seconds after they release. I don't want to take that risk. If we're gonna die, at least I want it to not be to lag. No, at least let it be to me attacking a skeleton and then getting swarmed by an enderman and getting murdered by the enderman instead. At least that way we can laugh at it a bit more. Like death is worse death. Yeah, at least if it was me dying to something else, we could laugh at it like, haha, look at the arrows in his boots. Haha. Man took an arrow to the knee. Haha. Ha ha ha. Oh, what the fuck? There's a lot of arrows. How did it get me like in that angle? What the fuck? Look at the one at the bottom. How did it enter the foot from that angle? Okay. Okay. No, I didn't want to save a screenshot. God damn it. What was the button to change to second person view? I just wanted to change to second person. Let's get a bow. I don't think we have enough for a bow yet, do we? I would love to have a bow, if anything. Oh, we do have enough. F5. Yeah, like... Oh. No! I'm a lotus! No! Well, at least... At least now you might have better chance with... Oh well. I guess we reset the next time then. Well, at least now you might have better nether luck. The next time around, you can take my stuff. I gotta be careful about them creepers. It's fine, but they're very explodey. I mean, we could technically... We were planning to like do it like if anyone dies, we just reset the run, so... I guess that's what we'll do then. Either way, it seems like the nether luck wasn't all too good to begin with. So I guess we'll do that the next stream. For now, I guess I'll be going as well, since it do be kinda late. It's... Let's get to inform more than he pulled up. Yeah, that's why I hate skeletons. It's like... As if they weren't annoying enough on their own, they kinda do set things up to make it easier for other mobs to get you as well. Which feels like half my deaths when skeletons are around. And the other half is just me sucking as well, but you know. But yeah, we'll reset the wall the next time, so you can feel free to join us then. I'll be heading off for now though, since it's getting late. next week, I don't know. Yeah, because like I mentioned, I don't know if at night I need to be on standby for the guy as he comes over for Halloween. Oh, I'm sorry. No. No worries. We'll restart the wall next stream, so you can feel free to drop by and join us as well. But yes, that's the plan for now. We very well could start next week's stream of Minecraft like maybe 1 or 2 hours later than the standard norm. I'm trapped in zombie spawner for XP. I dig out the floor, gummed up all the waterworks. Oh no. Well, on the bright side, it would seem that Minecraft doesn't have a moss problem, so we don't really have to worry about like moss stacking up in there. But yes. If I don't have to be on step, I guess. So I'm going for the event first. After the event, I'll come back next Sunday, I mean, and then I'll be on standby in case the dumb schmuck gets himself arrested during the Halloween party at Shinjuku. No, Shibuya, sorry. So I guess we can just do the stream like 1 or 2 hours later than the norm. But if I have to disappear midway through the stream, at least you know why I'm disappearing with high probability. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys for dropping by. Next week's stream timings will be the same. I don't know what we'll do on the weekday yet. I feel like we could give Witch Spring R another try, so maybe we'll do that on Wednesday, Thursday, EBF, and then the weekend we'll keep it the same for now. But yeah, I have to go and deal with some family stuff in like 13 minutes, so soon. I need to go soon. When horror. Okay, look. Wait, let me get the public holiday page up. But can you just give me like Japanese public holiday? Okay, it's here. Okay, you see, we're here now, right? You see, Culture Day, 3rd of November. I'm pretty sure the 3rd of November is a weekday. It's a Friday. So here's what we'll do. We will do horror stream on the night after Culture Day. So Friday night. Yeah. You can put it in your calendar. That's like a next week. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? I don't know what game we'll do, but we can do it then, and that's the plan. So, yeah, horror culture day. You can experience the horror of culture on that day, or the culture of me being horrified. So horror culture on that day. But yeah, I'll update it on the stream calendar for no, I'm sorry. I'll upload it on the stream calendar for next month, and I'll see if I can upload it on Twitch as well. But yeah, tentatively we'll put it as then for now. But yeah, I'll be heading off for now. You all have a good rest of the week, and take care next week as well if I don't see you guys on the weekdays. But that said, I'll see you guys when I see you again soon, hopefully. Take care, and we can do like a slightly cringe thing, but we could do like where's my camera? This one? Yeah. and like, bye-bye.